What's going on, y'all? Grind to Motivate back in this thing again, man, with another video. And today we're going a little bit more in depth about the culture vulturing of Miss Pearly Things, man. Last video I did about Miss Pearly Things, was more so about interracial dating, but this time I want to talk about it. The last video had, a lot of these young white dudes' dad, Nick Fuentes, on there. And, they love Pearly Things, even though they say that she's waste man material for them. Like, they're still defending her. But, they were saying I was hating and whatnot for her having 1 million subs. And I'm not really caring about her having 1 million subs. I'm more mad at the black men that follow her, that follow behind her. I know we're going to have a couple lost causes, but we're having enough to the point that we could boost you up to 1 million. We piped you up to 1 million. Come on, man. And then for you to have folk like Nick Fuentes on there, Destiny on there, goddamn going in cahoots with Adam 22 and not saying the things you say, bro. I don't understand these sorry black men that are following behind y'all little weak little jokers, man. I don't understand it. You got guys like Marquise talking about some, yeah, I love Pearly, yeah. Marquise is a little lost. He probably want to pay for that thing. One good time, man. My boy Marquise, the paymaster, goddamn. But yeah, man, we've got a lot of guys I see in, various comments about her saying, yeah, we need a leader. Yeah, she's our leader. Like, what? That doesn't make any sense. This lady literally came and copy and pasted Kevin Samuels. It's like when you go to school, you go home, you're supposed to have homework, you forgot the homework, or you just decide you're not going to do it. In the morning, the teacher's like, yeah, we need the homework now or you're getting an F. And, you got to do a quick draw copy. You copy that thing, get 100. That's exactly what Pearl did. She copy and pasted Kevin Samuels. She got 100. And the 100 is, million subscribers from all you guys. You sucker duck black dudes. I don't get y'all. But yeah, man, we're going to go ahead and dive into this a little bit more and see why I think that Pearly Things is a culture vulture. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. If you're a sucker, we don't go on flame me up, flame me out. But yeah, let's go.
In Poland, they switched it out with Nigerians. It would be a completely different country.
Exactly, yeah. How do you feel? Well, I don't want to get you in trouble, but I mean, do you think that makes me a white supremacist to say that?
No, that kind of makes sense, like what you're saying. Personally, I'm trying to get my Africans in America, so we're not gonna support that. Look at, please make it easy for me to immigrate next year.
Well, I will say, hey, they are more industrious than American blacks.
Get blessing in.
He can stay.
Well, look.
This is how I envision the black dudes that follow behind Pearly Things and soak up her every word. Like, you sitting there like, That's how you probably look while you're looking at her on your phone or your computer. You just got done whacking off because you're a beta, man. You can't get no action. So you look at Pearly Things to learn how to be a man. But yeah, man. So basically, she's saying that, if you're FBA, you're lazier than an African. And this was definitely a very divisive thing to, it was kind of like something to put a little divisive crank between the Africans and the FBAs. She's sitting up talking about y'all Africans like y'all are some pets. Like, yeah, I want to bring my Africans over because, yeah, I know I can get them to do what I want. Yeah. And then she, of course, she said what she said about the FBAs, man. I don't really understand why anybody is following behind this lady, right? First off, you've got somebody like Nick Fuentes on there. We know what Nick Fuentes is about. We've heard some of the random crazy comments that he said, and people are still running around here like, man, Pearly's the greatest. When these people have these kind of people on their shows, it's and let's say that they handle them the way that Pearl or Adam 22 has handled them. It lets you know that they agree with these people on the slick. There's not no pushback. There's just a regular talk. They're talking like, yeah, we're at the dinner table. Yeah, Katie, what kind of craft beer do you want with your lasagna? It's like that. So I'm not really understanding why we're following behind this lady, or why we can't see the little subtle lameness that these folks got. Like Adam 22 and Pearly Things. Like, we really piped these folks up, and we're just gonna keep it going. I don't get it, man. And anybody that's like a black manosphere content creator and you sitting up running behind this lady or propping her up, bro, you lame, mediocre. Goddamn, I hate to say it, but goddamn, Coach Greg Adams, we already knew you was lame as hell, but yeah, man, I just don't get it, man. And it's bad. Like, I think that, she'll probably get the African jokers to do it too, man, because it's like y'all been lost in the sauce for a little while, man. Y'all been in the sucker place. Y'all got out. Y'all been getting out the sucker place slowly but surely. But y'all been in the sucker place for goddamn the last goddamn 100 years, 200 years, goddamn. Y'all let all these little white man countries come in here and take your resources Y'all don't get anything out of it. They take your land. Y'all don't get anything out of it. They got you living in shambles. Y'all don't get anything out of it. And then y'all still come over here with Stockholm Syndrome, loving on these kind of folks. I don't get it. And she's talking about y'all like pets. I do like to have y'all, y'all slowly kicking them folks out of y'all's countries and whatnot. But it ain't enough, man. Y'all gotta do better, man. She said talking about y'all like pets because she know she can goddamn get over on y'all. Let's go.
So you're saying that was the end of Europe being one way, and America being one. That was when more immigration happened, and the culture. We sort of lost the culture.
Yeah, because the lesson of World War II, based on the horrors of the Holocaust, is like, this is what happens when nationalism goes awry. This is what happens when nationalism goes too far.
But your argument was the Holocaust was not special, and all countries have done that.
Yeah, exactly.
And so you're saying, why is the Holocaust special?
Yeah, basically.
Oh. Okay, what do you mean, basically?
Well, yeah, I mean, because of course, we're getting into the details of it, but yeah, that's the gist.
Yeah, I mean, but you kind of deny it happened.
I denied some of the parts of it.
You deny parts of it don't seem realistic to you. You think they were embellished upon.
I think they're embellished, yeah.
The same way. This sounds, oh gosh.
Oh boy.
They're going to be in trouble. This sounds similar to the slavery stuff too, because that's literally the founder or the guy who made Roots said, I wanted a myth for my people to live by. So they often, but that's what they do is they embellish, and I'm not trying to say it wasn't horrible, it was.
Right.
But they want to make it like more horrible so that they can control people.
Really cave troll Pearly. So that's what it is. It's about controlling. We're making up stories to control the media and control the masses. It don't seem to be working well because it's, it seems like we're still, being looked down on in these streets. I mean, even though I'm not using that as like a victim crutch card or nothing like that, I mean, people just still look down on you. No matter where you're at, no matter where you get to, they still looking down on you. You can make your money and work hard and all that. Them folks still looking at you stupid because they're stupid and they're small-minded. But yeah, man, I noticed how when, he talked about the Holocaust, she kind of was giving a little pushback. I don't know if it was like, maybe I do believe that, but, I don't want my channel to get struck. Or maybe it was like, I got to defend the fellow white man. So, maybe she felt some kind of way because she did give a little pushback when he said, he kind of felt like it wasn't as bad or it wasn't real or something like that. But then, she went gung-ho about her point that slavery was an embellishment and everything. And I remember watching Roots. And, even if it is based off of a fictional story, it's what really happened. People did get whipped. People did get their names changed, their culture stripped. People did have to pick cotton from sun up to sundown in the heat, the heat of Georgia, wherever. You know how hot it is now in Atlanta. So imagine back then, you just out there, no sunscreen or nothing. Well, we don't need that because we don't burn in the sun like that. But women getting raped. Slave catchers, you try to run away, all that. That was actually a light interpretation of it to me. They didn't go into all the weirdo stuff like bug breaking. They didn't talk about the other stuff outside of slavery that took place after that. They didn't talk about the reason why the Civil War was actually fought. They kept it light, but it's just really what happened, man. It was just a fictional thing, but it was real. I mean, if you go dig into some history, things are actually way worse than that. I mean, and it's stupid because these people are so dumb. They don't even know how to just hide their stuff. They actually kept track of all of this stuff so we could come back and find it later. Idiots. But yeah, man, Pearl's trash. This just shows you how she really feels, man. And I know it's gonna be a bunch of black dudes that the kind of black dudes that follow Pearl. They're okay. There's two types. They're either African that that are have no real knowledge of what's going on out here in these streets, and they just kind of got that Stockholm syndrome because a white missionary guy gave them a pair of shoes in '96. So now they're like, the white man is nice. The white man is nice. Something like that. You got them lame black dudes who like, I guess they play football good or they do some type of sport good, or maybe they got a white girlfriend, so they feel like, oh yeah, they're not that bad. They treat me well. Yeah. And I'm not saying like, so I want y'all to know this. I don't think all white people are bad, but there's people like this that you got to watch out for that really don't got your best interests at heart. And that's all I'm saying, man. Pearl really doesn't have your best interests at heart. You see how she's talking about you, even though some of y'all are lame and you guys are the type that like, yeah, I don't want any reparations. Yeah, I don't want that. Well, you speak for yourself. I'll take your money, and we'll just watch you, do whatever you have to do. But anyway, man, let's go to the next clip.
What?
Did he own slaves? George Washington.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, not a real man to me. I'm just saying.
No, it's actually interesting. He had a different, like, he inherited his slaves, and it wasn't as simple as he could have just like let them go, because the debt that's incurred on them, like, you can't just release them. And so his slaves actually, like, he had a really good relationship with them, and they considered him like a dad. Oddly enough, like a lot of all of his inheritance went to his slaves.
I mean, I hear that, but I just can't take a man seriously if you're owning other people.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, that's just for me.
Yeah. No,
If you're owning
I
other
mean,
people.
it's just, I think a lot of times we'll like judge on the times.
Yeah.
And it's like he inherited them. It wasn't as simple, like, because a lot of times they'll like take down the statues and whatever, but he couldn't just let them go because they would be homeless at the time.
Yeah, a lot of things. Had to
Yeah, like it wasn't. It was, yeah. Go ahead.
So it's funny that she talks about us embellishing stories, but then you hear the way that she tried to soften the blow about George Washington owning slaves. A man who owns a slave is a weirdo. Slick, he's weirdo, he's trash, there's nothing good about him. There's no way to soften the blow or make it seem like it's better. This is the equivalent of that PragerU guy talking about some, yeah, there were nice slave owners. Shut up. Shut the hell up, man. Yeah, but this is the kind of lady right here, man. Any type of anything that you might have, or any gripe that you might have as a black man, she doesn't care. And the one thing that I've noticed about Pearl that makes me also say she's a cultural vulture is that she only slick has black women on her shows, making them look foolish.
Scream! Is that what you want? Let's go! We on the stream!
So it's like she's trying to kind of perpetuate a narrative that black women are the only ones that's loud and ratchet and rowdy and all that. Yeah, she done had like one or two folks on there that may be white. Let's be real, one or two, but everybody else is black. They always sitting up yelling. She can't control them. She looking stupid. They ain't supposed to be there. She making it. Yeah, it's stupid. So she doesn't care about the black man or the black woman, whether you're goddamn African, whether you're FBA. And I guess we ain't talking about the Caribbean, but whether you're Caribbean too or black Brit. I mean, I don't really understand why all these folks is running around trying to be up in the mix with her, man. It's lame, man. I guess we got a whole bunch of folks. They just want a little bit of clout, man. So they go jump on pearly things and look like a fool. I don't get it, man. And my only thought about this video is just like, man, watch where you get your support to, man. Because if they don't really reciprocate the same kind of energy or don't really care about you, I don't think that you should be following behind them and taking their every word as gospel. Especially somebody like Pearly Things, man. She's lame. She's ugly. I mean, what are we really doing? What are we really saying? We know exactly where she got all her game from. Why don't we go follow some of these men out here who actually are men or are actually black men who actually do know what they're talking about? She's a woman. She actually said that she used to be a feminist like last year, and she just came in and she was like, oh yeah, I want to get the bag. I want to get the bag. So she started regurgitating little talking points. She's like Fresh and Fit a little bit, but at least Fresh and Fit are men. And at least they be having like Latinas on there. Sometimes they be having white girls. They done got that mixed it up a lot more. But yeah, man, Pearly Things is a problem, man. It seems that the black manosphere is definitely some sorry sucker shit. It's sorry, man. We got a bunch of sucker ducks following it too, man. I thought white dudes was the only ones having incel issues, but it's looking like we having them too over here, and it's sad, man. It's real sad. So yeah, man, just watch where you give your support to. I say go find somebody that actually looks like you that you can relate to and get it from there. But yeah, that's it for the video right there, man. If you watched up to this point, thanks for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time.